Writers use apostrophe S or S apostrophe in their writing to show possession. Let's practice correctly forming and using possessives in sentences. Please have your Learn Zillion practice sheet in front of you because you will need it during this lesson. Nouns can be singular or plural. Nouns are singular when they represent only one person or thing. For example, one dog or one child are both singular because there is only one of each of them. Nouns are plural when they name more than one person or thing. For example, 3 dogs or 3 children are both plural. Apostrophe S or ES at the end of a word can clue me in that a word is plural. Here are 4 more words: teeth, prize, tooth, prizes. Can you help me sort them? On your practice sheet is a chart. Write the singular nouns in the singular column and write the plural nouns in the plural column. Pause the video while you do this. Press play when you are done. Were you able to sort all of them? Let's think about the first word, teeth. I can see from the picture that there is more than one tooth here. That makes teeth plural. The word prize means just one award, so this is a singular noun. Tooth is also a singular noun. Notice the difference in the singular and plural form of this word, tooth and teeth. Lastly, prizes is plural. The S on the end of the word helps me to know that. Possessive nouns are a special form of noun that tells us it belongs to someone or something. The first thing we should do to figure out how to write a possessive is ask ourselves if the noun is singular or plural. Once we know that, we will follow 3 rules for forming possessives. If the noun is singular, we'll just add apostrophe S. If the noun is plural and ends with an S, we are just going to add an apostrophe. If the word is plural and doesn't end with an S, we add the apostrophe S. Let's look at how these words follow the rules. Tom's bike is purple. Bike is a singular word. The bike belongs to Tom. Since Tom is one person, it is a singular noun. We just add apostrophe S to make it possessive. The boys' skateboards are on the sidewalk. Skateboards is a plural, which tells me the word boys is referring to 2 or more boys. The skateboards belong to the boys. This is a plural noun that ends in S, so we just put an apostrophe after the S. The women's softball team won the tournament. The softball team belongs to the women. The word women is plural, but it does not end with S. This means to show possession, we need to add an apostrophe S. Now you try it. Here are 3 phrases: Mitchell's dog, the baby's cribs, the men's voices. Remember to ask yourself if the noun is singular or plural. Using the rules for forming possessives, write the nouns with the correct form of the possessives on your practice sheet. Pause the video while you write. Press play when you are done. Let's see if you could find all those apostrophes. In the first phrase, the dog belongs to one person, Mitchell. This means we should follow the singular rule and add apostrophe S to the end of Mitchell. In the next phrase, babies means more than one baby, so we need to follow the rule for a plural noun ending with S. For this phrase, I added an apostrophe after the S in babies. Finally, the word men in this last phrase is plural, so we should follow the rule for plural nouns that do not end with S. That means we should write MEN apostrophe S. Here is a draft of a narrative I have been working on. Listen to the paragraph while I read it aloud. I love to play soccer. My favorite team is the Panthers. The team's colors are blue and gold. Jared, my best friend, is the goalie. The goalie's job is to keep the other team from scoring a point. Coach Bob and Coach Pete do drills with the team to keep the players in shape. The coach's drills are really tough. All the hard work from the coaches and the players leads to the Panthers' success. I notice there are some places where I can use the rules for possessive nouns. Let's see if we can find them. Listen to this sentence from the story. The team's colors are blue and gold. As I read this sentence, I am thinking the colors belong to the team. Before I think about which rule to follow for possessives, I need to ask myself if teams is singular or plural. In this case, it is one team that has these colors, so team is a singular noun. This means we just add apostrophe S to make it possessive. Fill in the blank on your practice sheet with the possessive written correctly. Pause the video while you write. Press play when you are done. Did you follow the rule for singular nouns? I did. Here's how I revised my sentence. The team's colors are blue and gold. When the noun is singular, to make it possessive, we put an apostrophe S at the end. Let's try another one. Here's another sentence from my story. The goalie's job is to keep the other team from scoring a point. The job belongs to my friend Jared, the goalie. Is goalie singular or plural? Yes, it's singular. Jared is the only goalie on the team and he has one job. This is a singular noun that does not end with an S. Which rule should we follow? Help me revise this sentence by filling in the blank on your practice sheet with the correct form of the possessive. Pause the video while you do this. Press play when you are done. How did you do? Here's how I revised my sentence. The goalie's job is to keep the other team from scoring a point. I added an apostrophe S to goalie because goalie is a singular noun that does not end with an S. Listen to this next sentence. The coach's drills are really tough. Do you see where there needs to be a possessive form of a word? Think about the word coaches. Coach Bob and Coach Pete are the ones running the drills. That's two people. So, is coaches singular or plural? What belongs to the coaches? What possessive rule should we follow? Revise this sentence on your practice sheet using the correct form of the possessive. Pause the video while you write. Press play when you are finished. Let's see how our sentence sounds now. The coach's drills are really tough. Since coaches is plural and it already ends in S, all we need to do is add the apostrophe. Great work! Get ready, you're going to try this one on your own. All the hard work from the coaches and the players leads to the Panthers' success. This one is a little bit tricky, but let's see if you can do it. Revise this sentence on your practice sheet using the correct form of the possessive. Pause the video while you work. Press play again when you have finished. Did you find the possessive? I did. In this sentence, the success belongs to the Panthers. The Panthers is a group of people and each of them is successful, so this makes it a plural noun. Panthers already ends with an S, so all we need to do is add the apostrophe. Our revised sentence should look like this. All the hard work from the coaches and the players leads to the Panthers' success. An apostrophe goes at the end of Panthers. Here is our revised draft. Listen to it as I read it aloud. I love to play soccer. My favorite team is the Panthers. The team's colors are blue and gold. Jared, my best friend, is the goalie. The goalie's job is to keep the other team from scoring a point. Coach Bob and Coach Pete do drills with the team to keep the players in shape. The coach's drills are really tough. All the hard work from the players and coaches leads to the Panthers' success. As I read, I notice how the apostrophes help me make better sense of these sentences. Now it's your turn to give it a try on your own. Take a look at this draft of a story about a colony of ants. Listen to the story as I read it aloud. The ants' tunnel was filled with activity. They were getting ready to hunt for food. It was the queen's wish that the ants bring back some sugar crystals. She appointed Adam as the leader. It was the leader's job to guide the line of ants in the direction of the sugar bowl. Adam called for attention as he prepared the group for their next adventure. Read this draft and revise it using what you learned in this lesson. Pause the video while you write your sentence. When you are finished, click play again. Now look at your own writing and find places where you can make the sentences more meaningful by forming possessives correctly. Be sure you decide if the noun is singular or plural first. Then follow the rules for adding an apostrophe or an apostrophe S. This will make your writing so much more meaningful for your reader.